In today's video, we're going to talk about Lord of the Rings: The Hunt for Gollum. There's now a release date, and it's time for us to start getting excited to go back to Middle-earth. But first, please like, subscribe, and share. Anything you can do will help my channel reach more people. And if you like this video, make sure to hit that bell icon to get my videos as soon as they drop. Yes, Lord of the Rings: The Hunt for Gollum is now set to come out Christmas 2027. And while that's over 2.5 years away from now, it at least is something for us to rely on for those of us who are Lord of the Rings fans. Now, the War of Rohirrim came out last year, but frankly, very few people saw it. And of those people, apparently, less than half of them liked it. I don't know why. I actually found it to be really good, and actually was pretty cool animation, but just the reviews that I saw and the overall box office were showing that it just didn't live up to the Lord of the Rings standards. And frankly, that's something for us to worry about right now. Because actually, let's look at what The Hunt for Gollum exactly is. It is another side story that takes place during, actually, the Fellowship of the Rings, and there's going to be scenes that take place possibly at the same time of Fellowship of the Rings, maybe stuff going on the side, maybe stuff going on in the background, or maybe just other characters doing things at the same time. But it makes you wonder, is it really enough to make a full movie on, and possibly multiple movies after that? I understand that there's plenty of stories in Middle-earth, and plenty of them involve Gollum. And I'm actually really excited to see this movie. I'm just wondering if it's actually going to be enough for us to get a full film series out of it. I'm hoping so. I mean, I know there are plenty of people that are just dying to see Gollum get back on the big screen. Dying to see the Fellowship, even if from the side, one more time. And I know a lot of the main actors want to go and be on the movie again. And heck, the actor who plays Aragorn is still about 40 years younger than Aragorn actually was in the movies. So here's one of my big worries. Let's talk about The Hobbit. The Hobbit was a great book. Unfortunately, The Hobbit was a book that's barely over 100 pages long. They stretched The Hobbit into 3.5-hour movies. It was well over 10 hours once you finally finished the final film. And they added scene after scene after scene, and some of them were great, and some of them felt completely unnecessary, and some of them didn't even take place during that time period in Middle-earth. And I'm starting to wonder if that's what they're going to do for The Hunt for Gollum. Look, I haven't read all of the Lord of the Rings books, and so I don't know exactly what takes place during that time. But I'm starting to doubt if there's really multiple 3.5-hour movies worth of content taking place to the side of what's going on during the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring. Now, I trust Andy Serkis. I think what he's done for the movie industry with motion cap is fantastic. What he did as the character for Gollum has affected the movie industry in ways that we cannot even measure to this day. He is that character, and I couldn't think of a better person to direct it. He's so good at motion cap that they actually bring him in to train new people on motion cap. And he's the one who brought the character to life in the first place. So why not write and direct the movie as it is coming? But I'm just hoping that they aren't just taking a story that could possibly be an hour or an hour-and-a-half story and just making it hour after hour after hour and possibly bleeding into multiple films after that. I am down to see content if it's going to be great. We already know the visuals are going to be amazing, the music will be amazing, and we'll get to see all of our favorite actors again. I'm just hoping it's not going to be forced. Because by the time The Hobbit was done, I was frankly tired of it. I just wanted it to end. It wasn't the same magic as Lord of the Rings. It was kind of a carbon copy, but even worse, it was all digitally done in front of green screen. It wasn't even there. When you watch Lord of the Rings and they use all the practical effects, it really seemed like you were there with them. And yes, Gollum was CGI, but most of the orcs, they were all people in rubber costumes. And if I were to make one suggestion to Mr. Serkis, it's time to go back to the rubber masks. Time to make it feel like you're there with them. And maybe Gollum won't be there, but all the actors and all the orcs and all the other characters that they're interacting with, bring as many of them to life in real life. And leave the CGI behind. And don't stretch the story too far. And we will all be excited to see it in theaters Christmas 2027. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Make sure to click that subscribe button and check out those videos on screen now.